Most people don't need more motivation. They need a system. Because without a system, money disappears the second it hits your account. You get paid. You breathe for a second. Then rent takes a bite. Bills take a bite. Food takes a bite. And somehow, the month is gone. And the worst part? You were never actually broke for one big reason. You were broke in pieces. That's the part nobody warns you about. And the first thing you need to understand is this. Most people think they have a money problem, but they really have a leak problem. It's not always one huge disaster. It's the small stuff. The subscriptions you forgot about, the "I deserve this" spending, the random food orders, the impulse purchases that feel harmless in the moment. Every one of them feels tiny until you look up one day and realize your money has been quietly disappearing for months. That is what makes it painful, not the big mistakes, the silent ones. You don't lose money all at once. You lose it in 1,000 little yeses. This is why salary feels so frustrating, because a salary lands on you like a wave, and life is already waiting on the shore with bills, taxes, and pressure. By the time your paycheck reaches your account, part of it is already gone. And the rest, it gets attacked by real life. That's why even a good income can still feel like survival. Not because you are lazy, not because you are bad with money, but because there was no system in place to protect the money before it moved. And that's where the real shift begins. The first financial system is simple. Not easy, simple. Every dollar gets a job before it disappears. Think in 4 buckets: survival, rent, food, bills, safety, emergency buffer, growth, investing, assets, side income, life, spending without guilt. Now, money has direction. And when money has direction, it stops acting like chaos. That one change creates breathing room, and breathing room creates better decisions. Picture this. You have no system. A tire blows out, your phone dies, a medical bill shows up, your job gets delayed. Now, the whole week collapses. Not because the problem was huge, because your margin was 0. That is the hidden pain of living without structure. You don't just feel broke, you feel cornered. And once money starts making you feel cornered, every decision gets emotional instead of strategic. That is when you have to ask yourself, son, am I managing money, or am I just reacting to it? Here's the part that changes the game. The goal is not to become perfect with money. The goal is to become harder to break. That's what a system does. It gives you room to think, room to breathe, room to recover and cherish. And once you have room, you can start building real momentum, a buffer, an asset, a side income, a future that doesn't collapse every time life gets messy. Because the next level is not just earning more, it's needing less from your paycheck. So if your money keeps disappearing, don't just blame yourself. Zoom out, Look at the system. Because most people are not failing because they're stupid. They're failing because they were never shown how to make money, stay long enough to grow. And once you learn that, everything changes. Not all at once, but enough to matter. Enough to start pulling your life back. Because real financial progress doesn't begin when you make more money. It begins when you stop letting money control you.